On your mark, get set.
You're too slow.
Oh, he not.
High school track. Probably one of the most unfair sports you can do in high school. I mean, just look at Texas. How in the world is this even real? If you're even an average runner, just get ready to get rolled by a freshman that runs a 10.9 somehow. I don't know how. And sadly, there's nothing you can do about it. And you might be asking yourself, how do you know this? Well, of course I know this. He's me. I run around in 11.7, and personally, I don't think that's that bad. You know, it's not great, but somehow I still find myself getting rolled, dusted. I could never dream of running these times, like a 10.5, bruh. Like, I'm never running a 10.5. I did play second in my 200 though, and as a little update writing this, I had another meet, and I placed second in the 200 and third in the 100. And then first in my 4x1. So, maybe I am a superhuman athlete, and I ain't rolled. And thank God I don't live in the South. It would be so over. Every single runner there, and I mean every single one, is a straight up prodigy. I do not know what they're getting fed, but they need to put me on. Up in the North, I don't know why, it low-key just feels like the comp is not as good as last year. I mean, my times are by no means great, but I've still low-key been placing. Last year, it felt like I was getting rolled every single meet. I'm talking like last place, like it was bad. I haven't seen any true speed demons yet this year, but then again, we also haven't had any invitational meets, only dual meets, so we'll see. I give it around a 63% chance that I'm going to get dusted. I'm praying that I get a heat full of scrubs. And, you know, hopefully for that 200, praying for lane 5. That is easily the best lane. And let's talk about them damn practices. I don't know about y'all, but that first week of practice is straight hell. It will test you as a human being and test your willpower. First off, you got that one kid that sprints the warm-up lap, which already you're like, what the hell? And then second, you got the workouts themselves. Them just could be hard as hell for no reason. Like, why am I a sprinter running distance stuff? It makes no sense. Did you know a recent study from Buff State by Professor Mitchell Bass showed that running distance will actually kill your speed by giving you more slow twitch muscle fibers? 100% legitimate. And I don't know about y'all, but for some reason with the actual like warm-ups like A skips and all that shit, I am always so gassed for no reason. Maybe I just have no stamina. Add on to the fact that if you didn't do a winter sport, you're probably already out of shape. Yeah, you can just work out and do plyometrics and stuff like that, but that's not really gonna get your stamina up. Besides, in the off season, you already know we're doing nothing but geeking, gambling, and gooning. That's a joke, of course. I don't condone any of that stuff. Anyways, I think all schools do this, but the first week is usually the hardest week, and that shit can have your body dead all week. I'm talking shin splints, and for some reason, your left groin is hurting like crazy. Easily one of the worst workouts in my opinion is graveyards. If you don't know what that is, basically, it's like you run 50, and then you jog 150, and then you run 100, and then you jog 100, and then you run 150, and then jog 50, and then you run the full 200. No rest, no water, nothing. That is crazy. But I'm curious, what do you think's the hardest workout? Let me know in the comments. Also, I just have one question. How do people run distance? I would genuinely combust from the inside if I had to run anything over a 400. I truly applaud you guys who are capable of doing this. And I just can't comprehend it. After one 400, I need at least 20 minutes of recovery before I'm good to go again. Same thing with jumpers, man. Like, that shit looks so fun. I want to try it, but it also looks so hard at the same time. And I don't know if I could do it, genuinely. I mean, the form just looks so technical. Just look at the triple jump. How do people do that? Even the quote-unquote simple stuff for jumpers, like hurdles, take a lot of time and technique to learn. And don't even get me started on pole vaulting. Like, what? How do you do that without dying? It makes no sense. That is easily the most impressive thing someone can do on a track and field environment. My team hasn't had one for the past 2 years, and let me tell you, I don't think we're having one next year. With all this credit that I'm giving jumpers, you might think, oh, their practices must be hard as hell, where they're constantly learning, getting better at their new form. Nope. I see y'all jumpers. Y'all do not be doing anything. While I'm over here running my ass off, doing distance workouts. When I'm a sprinter, why am I doing Indian runs? Let me digress. Tell me why I look over to the jumpers and they're damn near building sandcastles and frolicking around. They think the world is all sunshine and rainbows. Not over here, bud. Let me tell you jumpers something.
They
Your
got
hands are
soft
soft,
hands.
brother. And you
Throwers.
are not slick. Y'all literally do not do anything for practice. You guys are definitely worse than the jumpers. Like, that ass. All y'all do for real? Like, damn near. I'm not trying to hate on y'all too much, but that ass, bro. Like, what do y'all do? You know, all this being said, track is still a great
Yeah.
sport to run in high school. I feel like it's just a great atmosphere. Like, it's competitive, but also casual, which is something you can't really get in other sports. You know, like football or basketball or basically any other sport is mainly just competitive. So, you know, if you're doing nothing, get off your ass and go onto that track. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you. Poppy Bluebird out of the booth. Praise Jesus.